Sure. My name is Mark Durno, M-A-R-K, D-U-R-N-O, EPA, on-scene coordinator for the Flint drinking water response. Today, we did a small talk about the lessons learned from a lot of our community engagement and working with non-government organizations during the Flint drinking water response. This venue is a regional response team meeting, which is a combination of EPA, Coast Guard, state, and federal partners who do coordinated communications regarding spill response over our 6-state region here in Region 5.
Cool. And can you just tell me a little bit about how you first encountered Scott and what that encounter was like and how it's evolved?
Sure. So Scott and I originally met in March of 2016. We knew that he had been collecting environmental data in Flint, and MDEQ and EPA were interested in what information he had. So we met initially, and we had some disagreements initially about the type of data that he was collecting. And over time, as we understood his sampling methods a little bit better, he understood what our sampling methods were intended to demonstrate. We mutually figured out where each other's data applied to the whole of the response.
And what about Scott's sampling? At first, did you disagree with, and do you still disagree with it, or did that change?
Well, he has two different types of method for general water sampling. One is grab sampling methods. His grab sampling methods are very comparable to the EPA methods that are used to evaluate compliance with regulations. Those grab samples, his data and our data, we've compared them side by side, and they look almost identical. So we do not dispute his data. Now, we did not specifically review his on-site methods, but again, the data is so comparable that we certainly don't dispute his information.
And just with regard to how Scott interacts with the community, and what have you observed, and is that an asset in terms of?
So Scott clearly has a strong rapport with some of the very vocal, very concerned, and very active community members, residents who choose to get engaged, become informed. They certainly utilize his presence to learn, and so that's one of the reasons that we're certainly interested in sitting down with those residents so that they can see how all the information is being utilized. And knowledge is power, and the more knowledge we can get in the community, the better.
Okay, cool. So. And just last question, in your opinion, is Scott a scientist?
Well, I've never worked with him until this response. He certainly understands environmental sampling. He certainly understands how to use appropriate laboratories, both for the chemical work that he's doing, the biological work that he's doing. So from that perspective, he seems qualified to collect samples and collect and share data, certainly.
I'm a